Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is TheWalkthroughKing, and we had a lot of new intel drop with Season 2 of Cold War Zombies. So, as usual, we got a guide going over all of the locations and how to obtain all of the intel that we can obtain so far for Season 2. Timestamps will be in the description for each type of intel for each one of the factions. And at the end of this video, I will go through and play and show every piece of intel that you can get in this game. So if you just want to check out the storyline aspects or hear all of the audio, timestamps for that will be in the description as well. Anyways, if you guys are new here, definitely recommend subscribing and joining our amazing community. And if you want to support the channel, a like on this video would be appreciated, as well as if this guide ended up helping you out. Starting out with Omega, there is 1 audio log, 3 documents, 1 radio transmission, and 2 artifacts. Keep in mind these can be spread out between both Outbreak and Firebase Z. I'll let you guys know on each one which mode you are supposed to go into. Now for the one and only Omega audio log, this can be found in the scientist quarters at spawn underneath this bunk bed. This is in Firebase Z as well. Next up, for the 3 documents, all 3 of these can be found in the Outbreak mode, and these are obtained by killing special enemies, like the Elite Panzers, Mimics. On screen, I'll be showing me picking up all 3 of these documents. I believe it might be 1 per game as well. Next up, there is 1 radio transmission, and this can be found in Peck's quarters in Firebase Z. The same spot all of the other ones were for Season 1. Now for the 2 artifacts, these will be in the Outbreak maps. The first one can be found in the map Ruka, over here at the obstacle course. I will zoom in on this map location right here so you can know the exact spot easily. Once you go here, all you gotta do is climb up this rope and then run and jump across and land on this ledge here, and you could pick up a patch. Now for the last artifact for Omega, it is Kravchenko's knife, and this can be found in the bottom left lookout tower that is over at the missile silos area. Here's a zoom in of where you can find this exactly. So go ahead and pick that up, and then you will have gotten all of the intel that you can get currently for the Omega faction. Next up, we are going to be getting all of the Requiem intel, and there's 1 audio log, 7 documents, and 4 artifacts. It does also say 0 out of 1 radio transmissions. However, this is something that will be obtained later on in the season. I will, however, show the location of where this is, so once it is available, you could go ahead and pick it up. The first audio log for Requiem can be found over at the Rocky Defense area up on a ledge. You just have to shoot it down. You might already have this one, as this one was available early, but that is the location of it. It is in Firebase Z. Moving on for documents, there are 7. 3 of these are obtained in Firebase Z, and the last 4 are obtained in Outbreak. All you have to do, as usual with documents, is just kill special zombies. I will have a short montage playing right now of me picking up all 7 of these. Now for the 4 artifacts, all of these can be found in the Outbreak mode. The first one is the zombie head, and it can be picked up on the analyze specimen step for one of the random objectives. So all you gotta do is just keep doing objectives, and you'll randomly get a analyze specimen step. When you get this, you'll have to go and pick up a zombie head, and it will be the artifact. A second artifact can be found in the map Golova. You're going to want to head to the train loading area. I will have a zoomed in map picture of the exact spot right here. Go ahead and climb up this ladder and then head over to these pipes, and right down on the first drop onto the pipes, you will see a Ethereum canister that you can pick up, and this will be the second artifact. A third artifact can be found over in the map Ruka, all the way at the bottom. I will zoom in right here. It is an Ethereum shard, and it is just up on this rock. Go ahead and run over to that and pick that one up for the third artifact. A fourth and final artifact for Requiem can be found on the map Alpine. It is at the bottom of the ski lift. I did a map zoom in, and here is me picking it up. Once you pick that up, you'll have all of the currently available Requiem intel. The radio transmission can be found in the exact same spot from Season 1's Firebase Z pickup. It should be available sometime soon in the future. Moving on for the Dark Aether faction, there's 1 audio log, 7 documents, 1 radio transmission, and 4 artifacts that you could find. Starting out with the audio log, it is on Firebase Z. You get this intel from simply doing trials as usual. Next up for the 7 documents, 3 of them can be obtained on Firebase Z, with the remainder 4 being obtained on Outbreak. Again, all you have to do for these is just simply do trials, and you will get a random intel trial over time. That is how you are able to obtain all of of these documents. Here's a short montage of all of the documents being obtained. Radio transmission is completed from doing trials in Firebase Z. You can randomly get this as a drop. All 4 artifacts are found in Outbreak. One can be found in the base suite's house here on the map Alpine. It is upstairs lying on the bed. A second can be found on the map Ruka. You're going to want to head to the train track at the top right location of the map. Simply parachute off where I do and you will see a head on top of a power line pole. This is the second artifact. A third artifact can be found on the map Golova over here at the church. I'll zoom in now. Basically, you're going to want to climb up on top of the church. I use the back entrance with the ladders. And then go ahead and do a little jump over onto this ledge and you'll see the symbol monkey up here. This could be collected for a third piece of artifact intel. The fourth and final piece of intel can be found on the map Alpine, right on top of the bathhouses. I'll zoom in right now so you can see the location. It is a Juggernog can that can be found up on the roof next to this chimney piece. Finally, we just have a few pieces of intel to get for Maxis. There's 1 audio log, 2 documents, and 2 artifacts. The radio transmissions do show that there are 2 to obtain. However, at this time, they are not currently available to grab. The location for those when they are available, though, will be at the same place that you got all of the Maxis radio transmissions from Season 1 in Firebase Z. The Maxis audio log can be found in Firebase Z, right over here next to the OPC section. You may already have this as it was available early. Next up, there are 2 documents. These are obtained in Outbreak. Just like all the other documents, simply kill special enemies, and you'll be able to obtain both of these documents over time from a drop, 1 per game. Maxis has 2 artifacts. One of the artifact locations is on the map Golova. It is found in the lower east town in a house here. I will zoom in on the exact location for you real quick. Go to this house and there will be a bedroom that you can go into, and on a nightstand, the artifact is sitting there. It is a VHS tape. Go ahead and pick this up. The final Maxis artifact can also be found on Golova. It is in the bottom right-hand corner of the map. I will zoom in on the map on the exact spot it's at right now. It is a Maxis badge, and it can be found behind these sandbag barriers that are put up. Once you have obtained this and everything else that we have talked about in this video, you will have all Season 2 intel that you can currently get. Like I said, those last 3 radio transmissions, 1 for Requiem and 2 for Maxis, are unobtainable right now, so we will have to wait until Treyarch actually unlocks the ability for us to go and grab those. I might post an update video once those are unlockable. Anyways, for the rest of this video, I will have timestamped as well in the description. I'm going to play all of the intel, so that way you can hear and see all of the intel without actually having to go and grab it. I hope this guide helped you get the intel. Once again, definitely recommend subscribing and joining our amazing community. I'm taking off for now. I'll let this play through for the rest of the video. We'll see you guys at the next video. Peace!
Target reacquired.
It is not fun being on the run, but you know that better than anyone. I have news. Bad news. Omega's operations are expanding rapidly, in the way we feared most. We have noticed an uptick in activity deep in the Ural Mountains. More people coming in every day. There's talk of a special operation. As I said, bad news.
This is Heinrich Meyer, Station Chief, Berlin. Office of Requiem. Weaver, we have a developing situation over here. Reliable human places Dr. Alexandra Valentina of KGB Spetsnaz Omega Group here in West Berlin. She was observed scouting several locations in the city. Objective unknown. This is very distressing, to say the least. Dr. Valentina is directly involved with Omega's interdimensional research. If she is here expecting or intending for something to happen... Weaver, we have been very fortunate so far that most of Omega's operations have been in remote, rural areas. Berlin, on the other hand, is the focal point of the Cold War. The world is always watching us. If they were to launch an op here, I have a team trying to intercept her communications. I will alert you should they succeed.
Is this everything? Surely there is more.
I assure you, Dr. Valentina, this is everything.
Research on membrane permutations? What about the particle distortion modules?
Everything you need on targeted dimensional breaching is there.
Otlично. Have it delivered to this address.
You're not taking it with you?
Is there a problem with my order?
No. I just thought...
Thinking is a dangerous thing, is it not, comrade? Have it delivered to the address. Make sure you are not discovered by Peck.
Believe me, he is half of the reason I am doing this.
And the other half?
Why, for the good of the motherland, of course.
Of course. For the motherland.
Dr. Peck, do not speak. I have no stomach for excuses. Just listen. Outpost 25 has fallen. You failed me. Ever meet anyone else who failed me? Done yet. They are all dead. However, we are receiving your research. That is the only reason I'm willing to overlook your transgression. But you will make it up to me. The Americans and their Requiem group pose a threat to our operations. You get one more chance to keep us ahead of them. One. And you will deliver. Now, forget about Requiem. Goryev will handle them. And their mole. Personally. You will focus on your work. Give me something to show Moscow we are not wasting their resources. Kravchenko out.
Fedorov, Omega Group. We have been reassigned from Ethereum mining duties. That task now falls to vermin, enemies of the state. But now they expect us to map the dark Aether. That is what Pack calls this place. I would like to see him try to survey this madness. I have seen things out here. Unspeakable things. And today, push moi. Usually, large groups of the infected are chaotic, mindless mobs, but today, I found hundreds of them strangely grouped. And their clothing, were they uniforms? I dared not get too close, but they looked like... No. No, that cannot be right. It surely cannot be. This place, it plays tricks on you. I just need to get some sleep.
There was a crooked man, and he went a crooked mile. He found a crooked sixpence against a crooked style. He bought a crooked cat which called a crooked mouse. And they all live together in a little crooked house. There was a woman that I met. Her gait was far from crooked. She told me never to lose faith, in spite of how I look. She told me that I was not worthless. The German accent threw me off, but her words inspired me nonetheless. We will fix this crooked house.